Good morning everybody. So today I'm going to show you my favorite trace. Many people on my trips have asked me please to do this, and so today I'm going to show you how I do it. Generally it's a three-way trace. The hook that I like to use is the 5/0 circle, specifically the Mustad Tuna circle. That's my favorite hook. The swivels that I've been using of late is this one from Kamatsu. And with the beads, it tends not to wind as a lot of the other ones, so your trace is a lot more effective. And then the Mustad sinker clip is the other tool that I like to use. And then the line that I like to use is the Maxima UltraGreen. And just for this exercise I'm going to be using the 23 kilo, so it's easier to see. But generally on the 5/0 circle I'll use the 21 kilo, and then if I go down, obviously smaller hooks, I'll use a lighter trace as well. So to start with, also good idea to have a good pair of scissors. Thank you Mustad for that. You take the length basically to my chin, arm length, and then I'll loop this, make a loop like that, and then basically just tie a knot in that. Just push that through and then pull it tight. Okay, and then I normally just give it a good old tug there. Trim that off. Then I take my hook and I make a length of probably about 5 centimeters, and I wrap it around the shank twice. 1, 2, and then I bring this through both of those loops, and then I pull it up tight. So that forms my dingle dangle, where I'll often tie my bait onto that. And that little loop there, I'll show you later what that is for. And then I take the end and I put it through the bottom end of the hook, pull it through, and then I wrap it once, twice, 3 times, and then I bring it back again and I put it through the top end of the hook, like that. And the reason for it is the action. So it does that when you pull on it, and hence it'll hook up much better than if you did it the other way around. And then this comes to one of the eyes of the swivel, and I show you clearly the figure of 8 knot. So you bring this line behind, make a loop, and then bring this point through over the top of both lines twice. You can even do it 3 times. Give it a bit of make it wet, otherwise it tends to burn the line, and pull that up tight. And so that's my hook trace. Once again, we just trim this off, make it neat. So the reason why the hook trace is in this line, because this will be direct to your main line. And so if the fish bites, you're going to feel it directly. And then this swivel piece of the swivel here takes the sinker. So we tie that on. Once again, the figure of 8 knot, as I say, you can either put it through the loop twice or 3 times, it's up to you. Again, wet it, pull it up tight, neaten it up. Now the length of the sinker line, I take it down like this, pulling it together, and it must be just slightly longer than the hook trace. And cut that off, and then I add the sinker clip. Once again, figure of 8. Put it up tight. Neaten it up. And so that's my trace, folks. And the reason for this, you can see the play here. Nice, where the sinker can swivel. And then if you pull it up like this, this little hook then hooks in there. All right, so when you throw, if you add the sinker to that, and you throw your bait by clipping that on there, it goes as one unit and you get much better distance. The key here is try not to make a big bow in this line here, which goes to your sinker, because if it bows, the bait tends to turn like this and you'll lose your distance. And then the theory is that once the sinker hits the water, doop, like that, and it releases your bait. That's it, folks. That's my favorite trace. Hope you enjoyed that. And I just want to thank again my sponsors, Mustad. Until the next fixture, everybody, tight lines.